Potchefstroom this weekend. South Africa's track and field creme de la creme go toe-to-toe, neck and neck against each other at the ASA Senior Championships on Friday and Saturday. Joining us to talk about her expectations for this all-important athletics meet and the rest of her season is Olympic silver medalist Sunette Viljoen, joined by Munya Maraire. Good evening and thanks very much for making the time to see us tonight.
Thanks for having.
Thank you very much, Kendall. Lovely to be here.
No, very good to have you here. Let's, this is going to be very interesting how I actually start this one, because I can't wait to get into my chat with you. But, Munya, let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about where you feature in the world of sports and what's happening in your world for this year.
Well, once again, thanks a lot to you and to the viewers. I'm the CEO of Worldwide Scholarships Group. Under the Worldwide Scholarships Group is our WWS Pro Sports Management, whereby we assist and develop the brand as well as the management aspects of professional athletes. It's an honor, obviously, to work with Sunette. I mean, Sunette is one of the most decorated athletes in the world. Definitely, top 3 in South Africa in terms of being a decorated athlete, and a great ambassador for the youth, and a great person that corporate South Africa needs to get behind at every level. So for us, it's an honor to be here, and we're just excited about where she'll take the sport of athletics, not only as a pro, but as an ambassador to the youth and the people of the country, and in just empowering the whole nation at every level whatsoever.
So, Sunette, I really didn't need to do an introduction, because I should just have asked Munya to just start and give it away, because surely you must be getting used to people talking in such glowing terms about you already.
Well, after Rio, it was just overwhelming to see what that medal have meant to South Africa, and to come everywhere being congratulated and being received as a national hero is very, very overwhelming. It gives me a lot of drive behind my training, and it's very good.
Let's talk about that silver medal that you got at Rio Olympics. I mean, as a 4-time Olympian, it must have meant a lot to you to get it.
Well, it takes a lot of dedication. That was after my 16th year of competition. I won my Olympic medal. A lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices you need to do every single day. I trained 6 out of the 7 days to be a world-class athlete. But at the end of the day, to have walked away with Olympic silver and came so close to be Olympic champion. Yeah. But there's big things, more big things coming this year, going into London for the World Championships coming up. Very excited about that. And with a new management, I'm really excited to go into the year.
Yeah, there's a lot I want to cover. In fact, you're already talking about what's happening for you in the rest of the year. We're going to get to that. Before we do, I just want to check with Munya. Munya, you said Sunette is one of the top 3 South African athletes out there. And look, I'm not going to ask you who the other 2 are, because they're not here. We're talking about Sunette. The kind of legs that Sunette gives for your brand. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I can imagine that you would have chosen very carefully the person, both on and off the track and field. And what stood out for you about Sunette?
I think the number one thing is the ability for her to be able to take initiatives in the community to another level. It's not necessarily about the performance at the Olympics and things. Those are the secondary aspect. I mean, she has a glowing personality. The way that she responds to initiatives that build up the country are exactly what really caught us with Sunette. I mean, there's been many athletes in many countries that are interested, but the most amazing thing is this lady has a heart for South Africa. She has a heart for taking the grassroots to the next level, and that's what really stood out for us.
All right. Now, here's the thing I want to check with you, Sunette, because in a career as long and as storied as yours is, there must be lots of ups and lots of downs. Can you share 1 or 2, good and bad, that we can share with our viewers, and from your standpoint? Because so much has been written about you, and so much has been reported about what you said and didn't say, what you did and didn't do. Tell us, what has stood out for you in your career?
Well, my biggest disappointment by far was the London Olympic Games in 2012, where I finished 4th. I was world number 1 going into the London Olympic Games, and then I lost the Olympic medal in the 5th or the 4th round the German girl won me. So that was my biggest heartache I ever experienced. So to come back in Rio in 4 years' time to win my Olympic medal was very, very satisfying for me. That is one of my biggest achievements in my career, is to be able to be called an Olympic medalist. Everywhere you come, you have a lot of respect for people, and it's very wonderful to be that Olympic silver medalist. That was by far my biggest achievement.
And obviously your biggest achievement since then was what you've just said. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you've represented South Africa in cricket. You actually even got to a semi-final, but no, I'm not going to go there. What I'm going to go with is, this is the weekend that's coming up now, the Senior National Championships that are coming up in Potchefstroom this weekend. All roads are leading to Potch. A lot has been said on Twitter, on Facebook, in the media in general, about how big this Senior National Championships are. Can you tell us, what are you planning for this? Because you've had happy hunting ground there before. You threw a personal best there. I think it was 2008. Are you planning the same for this weekend?
Well, Potch is my home. It's my home for such a long time. I'm really excited to go back to Potch. I want to put in a really solid and a good performance. My aim for the weekend is 65. That is what I want to throw. That will be my furthest, I think, distance in South Africa. Right. The air is very thin in Potch, so the flight of the javelin is the javelin just flies in Potch. So I think if I hit it once very good, it will really fly. But what makes me also very exciting about Potch is all my fellow countrymen that will be there. Wade and Custer, Akani, I can't remember everyone, but it's going to be wonderful to be able to compete in Potch. That's why we put on the hashtag in Twitter, Fill Up Potch, to invite the people to come and watch, because the athletics is going to be world class, and each event is going to bring its unique, special spirit to Potch.
No, 100%. And before we go too far down the road as well, is Potch is also leading up to Eugenie. Like at the end of May, you're going to be there. You're one of the headliners for Eugenie. How does that make you feel, and how does Potch fit in to your bigger preparation for that, as well as the championships in London?
Well, I saw it the other night on the internet for the first time myself. I was making the headlines, and I sent it immediately to Munya, and I told him, well, Viljoen in the javelin. So Potch is part of my preparation leading towards it. It's the first Diamond League of the year that we will have. We only have 5 Diamond Leagues this year. It's far from home. It's in Oregon, but sometimes you have to fly across the world to represent your country and to live out your potential, your God-given talent. And I'm very excited to go there because I put in a lot of hard work after Rio, and I'm in the form of my life. So I really want to take on the world and make a good statement there.
Phenomenal. You know, you heard it here first. She is in the form of her life. She's prepared very hard for it. Sunette Viljoen, thank you so much for coming through. Really appreciate you giving us this time. We know that you've got a packed schedule, especially so close to this meet in Potch. Munya, thank you so much for coming through. And we think that you're definitely onto a winner. We agree with you. You're onto a winner, Sunette Viljoen, great representative of this great nation of ours.
Thank you, Kendall.
World record holder.
Oh, yes. There we go. It's coming, and it's coming your way.
Thank you.
There we have it. Thank you very much. We have a silver medalist in the house with her representation talking to you right here on Sports on Prime.